Hello, we are here for our third episode of Nordic Surfsisters Podcast, and we've been doing it together with Liisi. This time we have a super lovely guest, Annelis, here. Annelis is also a founder of Nordic Surfsisters. We did it together when we were at a surf trip in Senegal. And Liisi is not gone anywhere. She's actually behind the scenes and editing this thing right here with us. So Annelis and Annelis podcast episode. I think this is quite rare. I just have to say that before meeting Annelis at the beach, I never knew anyone else named Anneliis. So this is, I think it's somewhat special that we are both here and we both surf and we're both Estonians, which is also a very special thing here in Estonia. So welcome, and I'm really excited to hear your surf stories.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. That's a new thing for me related to Nordic Surfsisters to participate in a podcast.
Have you ever been in any other podcasts?
I don't think so. I've given interviews, I've given some lectures, but podcast is a first.
So public speaking is not totally like unknown area for you?
Not totally, but it's always exciting, always a little bit unnerving and exciting at the same time. I guess it depends how you label it.
Yeah, but you're in the right place because we have this DIY podcast anyway, and we are super chill, and we don't expect ourselves or listeners to have too high expectations, but we of course would like to contribute to the listeners, like our knowledge and ideas, and we have gotten feedback that many people can relate to our thoughts, so maybe it is somewhat necessary to share our cold water surf stories or Nordic perspective on surfing, which is also not so mainstream in the wide world where surfing is done daily and in the warmer climate. So you are a super interesting surfer. Maybe you can just in the beginning tell us, when did you start, how did you start, and where was it, and when was it?
All right. Yeah, it's been years actually. I think I have a problem with actually perceiving my own age adequately. So when I say that when I first tried, it was probably over 20 years ago. It was in Puerto Rico. I just rented a board, I hired a teacher, and then I waited for 2 hours for first the teacher and then the waves. The teacher did come. I cannot, looking back, I cannot call it surfing. It was more like bobbling in the water, getting the feel of the board under you. It was nice and sunny and warm. So, and then after that, there was years of silence, no surfing. I don't think I even thought about it because the first try wasn't too inspiring. And then I believe after that, it was in South Africa when I did my second master's there, when I actually started consciously to try to surf.
Okay, but when you were in Puerto Rico, was that a surf trip, or you were there just traveling and you decided that hey, I just want to try this sport?
Yeah, it was just a family trip. We were just traveling around. Puerto Rico was one of our destinations, so yes. I kind of always knew from a child on that I want to try surfing. I think I was inspired by the movie Breakpoint with Patrick Swayze, and I believe Keanu Reeves was there, and exactly. A bunch of bank robbers living a very free, rebellious lifestyle. So yeah, and these big waves and the scenes there were lovely.
Cool. So second attempt was in South Africa. How was that?
I think so. It was also, I didn't go all the time or very frequently. When I had time, I had to drive out of Cape Town a little bit. It was a beach where I mostly went was called Muizenberg. If you've seen podcasts of these little very colorful beach cottages. That's where I started trying a kind of safe beach break. Yeah.
So you were living in South Africa.
I was living there, yeah, for a bit over a year, I believe. Yeah.
And then did you learn surfing there, or how did your learning process go?
Yeah, I'm still learning. I think the South Africa peer. Yeah, I didn't approach it very wisely, I would say. I don't remember hiring a teacher there. I just took a board, hired a wetsuit, went in and did what I did. In the beginning, I should have, looking back, I should have taken a teacher. The progress would have been much quicker. Probably the boards I hired were too small.
What boards were you riding?
I think I took the advice of trying out the softies first, but I didn't stick to these for too long. And then I remember years of trying to surf cool shortboards.
Wow.
which didn't work out at all. A part of it is that I'm quite compact. I'm not very tall, so I like the feel of actually being able to hold the board, not dragging it over the sand to the sea.
How tall are you? Can you?
I think it's
in
5 foot maybe.
Okay.
A meter 53 centimeters maybe.
Okay, so it's good to know if you're listening, because depending on your heat, your surfboards, surfboard size can vary.
But that's a whole other topic. So I did, summing it up, I did start there. I didn't get very far in terms of neither enjoyment or knowledge or skills.
Did you have any friends to do it together with, or you did it on your own?
Yes, I occasionally went with schoolmates. Yeah, it was nice. It was just a usual nice way to send us
no idea of or true excitement that, hey, I'm gonna be a surfer now, I'm gonna do it every day all the time. Did you get this massive excitement, or rather not?
I think that wasn't the place. No. I did enjoy it, and the feel of just being in the nature, being in the sea. I've always enjoyed that, but no.
So you did that for a year or a bit longer, and then what happened after that when you came back? Or
then
where did you go?
Yeah, then I came back to Estonia, had other obligations. Maybe my focus shifted off to surfing quite a lot. And then I discovered you can actually surf in Estonia.
What year was it? Do you remember?
Must have been maybe 2010, 11, 12.
How did you got that information?
I got it from a friend who is also a surfer here. And then I bought my own board. Really happy with the board. It's kind of a bamboo 4 foot.
Do you still have it?
I still have it. I still surf it occasionally. I suspect there's a little water in there, but it's fine.
So this marks actually 16 years of surf knowledge or surfing in Estonia already. Wow. This is a history.
Yes, I guess. And then I started going here to the one beach we all go mostly, to Vana. And I think still the board that I bought, which I love now and I still have it, was slightly too small for me. So I can really sell it. It's a 6'4", it's fine. And I'm small, but still you need a little bit more volume to just make your progression quicker. And I think that's where I started getting the feeling, oh, I really like it. And I really like also surfing in Estonia, in not the best conditions all the time. But the freedom it gives you. Like usually we say, I don't think I'm being unfair if I'm saying our weather is not good and our surfing conditions are imperfect. But the freedom you get, you can enjoy your everyday, even in Estonia, even if there's blizzard, there is rain, then the knowing that you can actually do what you love doing, it's amazing.
So your surf love actually like bloomed when started to bloom when you were here in Estonia in the cold climate, in the cold water.
In a way, yeah.
So you have surfed in Central America, then Africa, then you came back to Europe, to Estonia, surfed here. But as I know, you've been like traveling a lot, and I don't know any other Estonian having been on so many surf trips or trips where you have surfed. So please tell me all of these places that you've been to. Like, have you counted countries you've surfed in?
I haven't. No, I'll try to memorize them. So I've been Portugal quite a few times. I love the culture. I love the country. Surf mostly also. If you don't go in July to Cascais, then probably you'll get some waves. Really love it. Going back there, I've been there with you.
Yes.
And Nordic Surfsisters. Then from Europe, I've surfed in Biarritz, France, which I know Lizzie also enjoyed a lot. And then trying to pick the geographical locations. I've surfed in Panama, Mexico, Nicaragua. Looking then to the Africa, we went to Senegal together.
But you've also been to other African countries, surfing in this Skeleton Bay, no?
I've been to Namibia, but I haven't surfed there because I was way too scared of sharks. Knowing how many there is or could be there in the water, I didn't surf there.
Isn't it the same in South Africa that you could?
I guess it is, but I think it was the vibe and the weather maybe also on these days that I could have surfed in Namibia. I decided not to.
Okay.
Yes, and then I've surfed a few times in Maldives, Sri Lanka, India even, which I really loved. Very good longboarding conditions. Canada, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Also some years ago now. Tofino, really nice. Then one of the maybe more exotic places I would bring out is Hainan Island in the southern China Sea. That was really nice. Yeah.
Do you have any preference, as you have been in the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean? Can you compare all these, or what would you say?
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't even compare places or oceans as such, but I do like warm water when I travel, and preferably no wetsuit. Big boards and small waves.
Cute. Lovely. What has been your most dangerous situation, if there has been any?
Dangerous situation. Brings one more country. I've surfed also in UK, in Devon. Really lovely countryside, enjoyed it a lot, but I got caught in a rip. So that was probably also in general one of my most embarrassing moments, because I shouldn't have been out there on this day. And I know the theory that you should start paddling like crossways out of the rip. I just couldn't do it. Complete mind freeze, and then a father, actually a bodyboarder, who was somehow together. I don't remember the setup anymore. A son was together in the water with his son, and they just like helped me out, and I was just like near panic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you scream?
I don't think I did. The water kind of. No, I don't think so. But this silent panic, I don't know what to do. I remember I waved my hands, and they kind of realized I was a little in trouble. So, yeah.
Have you ever had any injuries because of surfing?
I have, yeah. I've entered the water. I remember it was around Ericeira, a very rocky point. I entered the water with a little too big waves from the wrong spot, so I got washed back into the rocks. So that is something, yeah, I wouldn't want to experience again.
What about your best memories? Where would you always go back?
Yeah, I had a really nice, even though in India the waves usually aren't too big, and it was also my early years of surfing. I was with a group, and there was a coach around, and then sitting in a lineup, and suddenly the surf coach was saying, "Annelis, you take this, start paddling, go, go, go," and the waves I caught was just huge, and the silence before the board hit kind of the wave. And this time stop moment, it was really a nice wave.
When was it?
Maybe around 10 years ago. Yeah.
I have to say it because most people that go on surf trips, they advertise it quite heavily in their social media that, hey, now I'm here, now I'm there, I'm surfing here and there, and gain this surfer image. But you never post any of your trips, or you just silently go on these amazing countries, surf all those world famous breaks, and this is something really amazing to admire, that you don't always have to publish these things that you're doing. But what's your approach on all of this? My thought that I'm even thinking about it, because we have in this we've discussed it. I think that should you every time tell strangers that you have been surfing, or you shouldn't? What's your take?
I don't think there's rules. I think part of my my non-posting is just my laziness, and I want to be there in a moment, and then I do these late grabs sometimes. Yeah, I think
you don't need
that's what it is. I don't need to at the time. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing a like, or yeah. But it's also like what people love doing, what they're good at. I've never actually thought that I make very good photos. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a cool approach, because you don't see it very often, or we just don't know about it because not everyone is exposed to the world.
What about you, Annelis? What have been your the moments that you look back to, good and bad?
You mean in general, or
in the water?
I think it's a very broad question, but every time I go into the water, I feel that I'm in the right place. I never regret that I quit my day a bit earlier to go surfing, or I left something undone because of there are waves. It's just something is drawing me in, and it's the feeling of freedom that you get from the water and from sea. And I guess it's just there are types of people that love being in the water, and I'm one of them. And it's super rich experience in life.
Yeah.
I always enjoy going to the seaside, going into the waves, even if they're bad. We always go because we can't choose. When you're living in this around the Baltic Sea, probably everyone knows that there are not waves all the time, so we can't really choose. We go whenever there is something. And it's super fun to then go with friends and just have fun. If the waves are crap, then you at least have good time. And I've been experiencing that a lot together with Lisi, because she's always cheering, hey, let's go. And then it's definitely super fun.
Nice. Thanks for sharing. Actually, we've had a bit of a break with waves now. How have you survived this period?
True story. So we've had off season now basically since the end of last year, and off season has lasted 3 months, which is it's not so common, I would say, because past couple of years we've been able to surf through January, February, even March, not so often as in the in season. September, October. But this year has been super surf poor, and it's a bit it's difficult, I would say, and I have almost lost my motivation to even think about it. And that's why maybe it's good that we're talking now in this podcast. It maybe lights it up a bit. It is difficult when you can't surf and you can't go on a trip on that specific period of time. So you either have to find something else to do, or you have to travel. And if you can't travel, then you better find another sport, which is fine. I've been snowboarding, I've been skiing, and it's been super fun. But surf has lost its daily presence in my life right now.
Yeah, same for me. Out of sight, out of heart, I guess, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to these odd spring days. Excuse me, where there's actually waves and you can go and it's kind of sunny instead of stormy as usual. And yeah.
Yes, I was surfing. I think it was about a month ago in February. It was very cold weather. Snow was still on the ground, and the sea was a bit icy. It was really an interesting experience, because I've been surfing throughout the year for many years, but still somehow I never had any contact with such ice conditions. So if you open the Instagram, there are super many people that surf within the ice cubes and find Arctic waves and so on. But somehow I don't know. I hadn't experienced it, and then I took my board, and then I thought there will be waves, and then suddenly I was in the beach, and then I realized that it's actually what's the danger part that people are talking about, and that it can be really scary, because I had to first get past this first section in the shallow water where it's like semi ice, semi water. You carry your board, you might fall through the ice, and then once you are traveled this 10-20 meters on icy conditions, then there is this huge what's it called, like a little mountain of ice cubes or snow. It has been gathering, sea is bringing the ice cubes, and so and then I got over it, and then I saw that there are huge ice cubes in the water, and I have to jump among them. Oh, wow. And then I was like, okay, now I know what's the difficult part here. And then I was stuck in the middle of these huge ice mountains under the water, and somehow I finally got past this difficult part. But yeah, it was scary. I had this enlightening moment that you can break your board, or you can just break yourself if you're not cautious. And then I finally paddled out, and I caught a few waves, and it was really beautiful and super nice. But still, getting there was difficult. It was a bit dangerous, and it's
So there's actually ice under the water too, or kind of ice.
Yes, but they are only near the shore, of course. Not if you paddle out, but this is what makes it difficult, because you have to somehow jump into this water where it's ice underwater, and they are huge cubes that can roll on your toes, and you can be stuck in the middle of this. And I've heard stories where people they're so stuck, there's so much ice around them that they can't actually move, they can't get out of the water, and so someone has to come and rescue.
Oh, wow.
And that has been in Estonia, so things can happen.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How often do you check the forecast?
I don't have a routine, let's say. Maybe once a week, maybe if it's been a longer break, more quiet, no waves, then maybe even more, less frequently. Yeah, I would say so.
Which apps do you use?
I use this Wind. What was it? Wind? Not
Wind Guru?
Wind. Wind Guru, yes. And occasionally also the Surfline. Yeah.
Do you think you can rely on these?
No, actually, my favorite forecast method is looking at a camera we have on the main beach here. So, yeah.
Okay. Has it ever happened that you go to the beach and there's no waves?
Oh yeah, many times. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel then?
How do I feel?
Do you still go?
There is maybe there's depending on the size of it. If it's like really ankle pillars, then maybe not. But I'm always happy to go to Vana. That's the beach where we surf here in Estonia mostly. It's a lovely pine forest. So it's just always good. Like the fresh air, the sea air just kind of makes you clear your head somehow, and we've always taken a lovely walk. So I'm not very frustrated. I would say very. Yeah.
Do you ever get frustrated at all when has not been surf for a long time, or you take it very easy and you surf when you can, you travel when you can? How do you approach surfing in general?
I wouldn't call the word frustration. Maybe it's the longing, or I do sometimes wish that I would really like to go surfing, and I would really like to take actually a longer window, not just an afternoon session, but just I would like to have a surf trip or a week or two maybe. I do get that feeling a lot, and then I calm down once I've booked myself a holiday, even if it's half a year from now. Yeah, I do miss it. I do.
How long do you plan to surf? What do you think?
Forever. I have this picture in my head. I'm gonna be all older, strong and sporty lady surfing maybe with my grandchildren. So, yeah.
Do you think you need to exercise like for surfing, or surf itself is enough exercise?
I think it depends on how much time you have in your hands. If you can go abroad to a surf destination, and surfing itself is quite an exercise. But if you go for shorter trips, definitely it helps, because it is very demanding physically.
What's your practice? Do you do something else?
I always promise myself I will start gym and swimming, and then it still comes down to a week before the surf trip, and I had this. But I do try to work out at home. Then I go occasionally also running. I'm not a big fan of running. However, you need cardio as well. And then I do dancing, which is also good for the heart and mind. So,
do you dance home alone, or you actually go?
I actually go. Yeah.
Is it a dance class, or what is it?
Yeah, I'm taking women's salsa and bachata.
Oh wow, this is cool.
Anneliis, one thing that has been crossing my mind a little bit is that always when I go traveling and then I start describing the Estonia surf environment and the sea, we have mainly wind swell and not very often, and then the temperature of the water and what you have to wear. I would say that majority of listeners, they don't even consider it surfing because of the quality of the wave mainly, and how often we could do it here. How do you relate to that? What do you think? Like, is the Estonian surfing really surfing?
I have a question back first. What do they exactly say to you? Like, or how do you get the feeling that it might not be a real surf?
It's mostly unspoken, and actually it's a reflection of maybe a little bit what I think myself, because whether you want it or not, you do compare the wave. Now let's take a simple criteria, size, for example. So compared to, I don't know, Maldivian clean 2-meter waves, this is something we never get here. Nobody says, of course, anything bad, but it's just like, okay. That's just a feeling I get.
Okay. I think when I first discovered that there is surf in Estonia, it never even popped into my mind that this is not real surf. I got to know that there's surf, there's waves. You can actually buy a board in Estonia, and you can go surfing every now and then. And I never even thought about it like 10, 12 years ago. But well, now time has passed. I've traveled more, I've surfed more in Estonia and also in other countries. And now I totally get what you mean when asking this, because true story, if you travel to Portugal or Australia or I don't know, Hawaii, and say that, hey, I'm from Estonia and I'm a surfer, people are like, huh? Like, where is Estonia? And like, can you surf there? And then you have to explain that, yeah, well, we have the Baltic Sea. And they're like, yeah, but it's not the ocean. So you can't be a surfer. It's no ocean there. And then you're like, and then you start, making yourself smaller and smaller, and then start thinking that, yeah, maybe this is not actually surf that we're doing here. But this is actually my point of view. I totally do not agree with this. I think that we get waves, we go surfing, we surf as good as we can, taking into account all the conditions we have. We travel as much as we can, like maybe not so much as we would like want to, but this is pretty much a surfing lifestyle, and it is totally comparable with surfers surfing lifestyle in I don't know, California or South Africa, Australia, like Bali, wherever it's in your head. I would say it's totally in your head. If you're a surfer, you understand this. But of course, if you've never experienced wearing a wetsuit even, then all these stories might sound like it's so weird and it's not real. It's not the real thing. Like, it cannot be. But I think it is. It's the real thing. It's just it's not so much seen like outside our communities around the Baltic Sea and other like cold water surfing places. But I think it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But of course, when traveling and you talk to people and you talk to other surfers, they are a bit skeptical about what you're saying, and of course, if you go into the water and they see your, like, yeah, you have surfed 10 years, but like, what's your level, like like
true, yeah.
then
you have these teachers who have like 4 months.
Yeah, you can get this bit like bad feeling, but it is what it is. It's just we can always get better, and of course we would like to travel more, but yeah, like it's some people can travel more than others, and that's how it is. And I've said it before, I think, but if you count surf days in Estonia, you might get like even 50, 60 surf days per year if you're lucky, and if you have time besides your family and work, and if you can go surfing, then this is not like, yeah, it's not every day, but it's something. So
that's quite good day count. Yeah, and related to the topic, I think like there's no, you get these odd looks, but I like the saying like the best surfer is the one who has the most fun, and
yes,
we definitely have fun here.
Yeah, I totally agree with this, and we are lucky. Everyone that is surfing in the cold water or in this Baltic Sea, we have the same information available like surfers in these real surfing countries. We have media, we have social media, we have books, we can watch the surfing contests from YouTube and from TV. So we easily like can absorb this lifestyle and live it here as well.
You mentioned this one keyword, lifestyle.
Mm.
What do you mean by that? What does it mean for you?
I mean that basically the whole life circles around surfing pretty much, or surf related activities where you or someone from the family at least checks the forecast all the time. You skip birthdays, like theater visits, concerts, because if there's waves, like you always go, you prefer surfing. And not everyone understands it. Some friends might um, take it as an insult if you don't go, like to their birthday party. Some are okay with it. I would say this is the lifestyle, but of course, it the lifestyle comes with add-ons. Like you probably have a lot of gear in your home, and your things you own express that you are into something.
Yeah.
I think this is what I mean. What do you think? Do you think you live the surfing lifestyle, or it's something you just, it's like a part of like a bigger picture?
I've never kind of framed it like that for myself, but definitely I do check the forecast. If there's anything I could choose from to do on my day off, this is what I choose. So yes, I guess we can call it that. There are a few occasions where I've taken a very small kid with myself to the beach just because I really need to go today. So yeah.
When talking about surfing lifestyle, actually, I know lifestyle can be a bit like it has positive and negative connotations for like different listeners. But if you think about surfing lifestyle, and if you think back, like lifestyle, your lifestyle before surfing and your lifestyle now, like how did the shift go? Like what when did you like how was it back then, like when you started surfing?
Yeah, let's say take a time about 15 years ago. What I remember, like obviously there was so much less surfers in the water.
How many do you remember? And we're talking about Estonian
now when
surfers.
we go in Estonia on a good day, then could be like, I believe like up to 50, 100 people.
Maybe 40.
Yeah, maybe 40. Yeah, but tens and tens of people attempting to surf. Back then there was maybe someone else or a friend that invited you, or maybe a friend and another two people in the water. So in that sense, I would say very different. Maybe a little bit more intimate. You knew everybody who was there. Yeah, and more novice, and maybe even some ways more exciting. What about you? What do you remember from these times?
For me, if we're talking about Estonian surfing, then I bought my board 2015. There were two guys selling Estonian, like it was made in Estonia, but they had branded it a surfboard brand. So I bought one of these, their last boards from Dispatch probably, and then when I first went surfing with this board, my younger son had 1 month birthday, and then I celebrated it going surfing.
Wow.
And I think there was like 3-4 people in the water, and I was a really crap surfer. I didn't like, I was just, it was like the postpartum time. I didn't even know how to move my body anymore, but it was super fun, and after that I've been surfing like consistently. But of course, like you could be there alone. There like maximum like 5-6 people. You knew everyone by faces. Now when you go and are in the parking lot, it's full of surfers, cars, vans, buses, like all kinds of vehicles. You have no idea like who they are and so on. it has changed tremendously during these years. But of course, it's natural because everyone travels far, and they get the experience. They come back with the experience, and they want to do it because it's very addictive. As we.
Which way do you like it better? Having more friends in the water, more people in the water, maybe different styles, different knowledge, you can all share that? Or would you prefer going back to how it was, you and another friend?
Well, I think every surfer, of course, would say that it's the emptier the lineup, the better. But I really like to surf with someone, just for safety, and yeah, like if something should happen, then someone is there. They at least see you. And I would say in Estonia, the crowd is mostly very friendly, and it's the friendlier the more people you know. Like I would say that like this, like looking at people like this from like in a bad way, it comes from that you don't know these people. Once you get to know them, that you usually realize that they are super normal people.
Exactly.
But of course, some lineups could be emptier.
True that. We've covered quite a chronological period here, talking about the times before and after. We're both mothers. What about surfing before having kids and after? What are the differences? What have been the kind of difficult points?
For me, well, I have 2 kids. They are 10 and 12 right now. Like I went on a few surf trips for 4 years before I became a mother. So I would say in my head, I was like already a surfer, or like as much as you can think of being a surfer as being an Estonian. And when I became a mother, for me, I wouldn't say I didn't see any difference. I didn't change my attitude. I didn't change my lifestyle, I would say. And this might not be the same experience for everyone. Maybe I was lucky. I don't know. I've had very easy kids. I never had to sacrifice my hobbies or my own time. Probably I did, but I didn't make any big like thing out of it. Of course, they needed me. I was breastfeeding. I couldn't go into the among the ice cubes. But I never missed it. I didn't think that everything is going to change now. But the opposite. I was like, wow, I have these cool kids now. Or like first I had one kid and then another one, and I always did that. Hey, this is so cool. We can now do it together, and I hopefully in the future will have surf buddies. So for me, it all was quite smooth and natural, and I have a really good partner that always supported me and gave me some me time. So super lovely being in this situation, having kids and surfing at the same time, with them, without them. Yeah. What about you?
Oh yeah, I completely relate. I think I've grown to be a surfer. I've done that like as my kids are growing up. So we've done that together. And on my side, I'm really grateful for the good kind of support network I have. My husband and my parents always want to spend time with them if they don't want to come to the beach with me. So yes, and I think we as women we should always do what we're drawn to or what we're called out to do. The better we feel, like the better moms we can be. So this whole culture of or the picture that the mom should always sacrifice something, I'm completely opposed to that. I think mom should be first, because then everybody benefits from that.
I totally agree. And well, there's this little voice in my head telling that yes, but there are all these people that always say yes, but like you cannot have it that picture perfect, but you actually can have it pretty good anyway. It depends on your mindset. If your kid is healthy, you're healthy, you have some time, you have some support network, then it can all work out. You can always go surfing, you can do it together with your family or sometimes on your own. And I would say it's all in your head. So let's just surfing and motherhood totally can go together. It's now maybe a question of egg and chicken, that what was first, if you first were already a happy person or you became happy because you started surfing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's the answer, but well, if you are a surfer, you might see life a bit more positive way, I would say.
I agree. It just makes you feel so good. You can't not be positive.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, probably we should wrap it up. It was very, very cool to hear your surfing story. And I hope we inspired someone. And we also took a couple of topics that might give some new insight to our listeners. So until next time, we might have guests in the future. We might do it from our trips, and yeah, follow Nordic Surfsisters on Instagram and join our events if there should be any.
Yeah, and if you have any ideas about the topics or questions you want to ask, always welcome.